Okay, now I'm gonna, before that I'm gonna review AKECHI'S, the AKECHI MAGATAMA stats, because I have the stat here, right? Okay, so I had the MAG recipes and all the MAG material. So there's a T1, T2, and T3. We go one by one, right? The T1 will be, let me see, where was it? I think I put it here. I had it put it here. The freezing hell Magatama, right? That's T1. And then T2 will be wait, do I even have it? No, I should have. Frozen Heart Hell Magatama, right? Classes. And then the third one will be the Frozen Heart Hell Magatama Crystal classes, right? So here's the stats. Here's the stat of the Magatama. Okay, right here. Alright, so the T1 110, it's just like one knowledge mark. You got 50 eyes and negative lightning, and then P attack speed increase and cooldown cut. You got P attack speed and cooldown cut, which is pretty cool, right? So for the older map, for starter, this map is really good. Like if you don't be able to go to Banky to the last to the end of the main quest, yeah, this is gonna be like a really good map for the starter to help you go to the end. The second one is the level 127 version of it. Now you can see it's just like the base. So started only like the base stat, like the base, like the mastery Magatama, which is the one also enhanced on the York event. You got 100% skill force and 120 level 128. You have to be level 128 to get the max skill force, and you got more like the map only have 10 cooldown base and more HP, 100% HP or 10% HP. It give another 5 cooldown cut, and then you got extra SP reduction. SP reduction, critical force, ice element, and slice element. Oh, it's like the physical is like really depend on class. It's just like the other one. Speed one gonna be impact, and then bow is gonna be pierce, bow spear gonna be pierce, etc. Right? And the rest are like slice. And for the third one, this is like the last tier of that map. This is going to be the last tier of that map. It's Frozen Heart Hell Crystal Magatama Crystal classes, right? So you can see the start of this map is like if remaining 90% or more, which realistically you can only be able to maintain this if you have Chiami, or if you have Chiami, or if you have like the Miroku accessory, like Tabuyaksa accessory, and you can maintain the attack, or you can maintain the HP, so you can be able to keep the 15%. Or else, if you don't have either of those, the HP 90% or more is pretty unrealistic, to be honest. Or you can have your assist to buff you, but it also requires some stat for you to do so, based on like the new modern day. Alright, skill force, axe skill force 150, remaining 80% or more, rank 6 skill force 30. Yeah, it's another higher and lower like you know, for the York is like a mid, like the New York is like middle, and then for this one is like either higher or lower. You get the stat, right? Ice element 230, right? You got extra skill force, right? Same thing with P attack speed, right? And same thing with with the damage limit. All of them you will need ice element 30 to get the extra stat, right? 230, you need the 230 ice, and critical force 30, ice element 70, poison element 20, right? And physical element 50. And just take note for me, this Magatama doesn't have cooldown cut. So you would want to on Hero Wanderer to make up to it, okay? We recommend to have at least one Hero Wanderer. If you can have more than one, that would be awesome. But recommend you to have at least one of those, right? And this is the recipes. And this is the recipes of the mag. Alright. Where is it? Hold on. Where is it? Crystal. Wait. Ice. Oh, this Tempest. There we go. Frozen Heart, Hell, Magatama, Axe. So this for this Magatama, what you need to craft it? All right, you need Frozen Heart, Hell, Magatama, obviously, right? You need Dancing Water, Magatama, Tempest. Like it depends on classes. It will change depend on classes, okay? And you need 150 Tentacle, right? 15 Fruit of Transient, 150 Wind of Rage, 15 Frozen Hellhorn, 100 Heart, 50 Marrow. I mean, I got all of those. I could even grab another one, but I just don't feel like, because the problem with this is the dynamic cap from this one is pretty low, and then the attack buff only will be good if you have this 15% attack. It only will be good, right? It can considering better than Firebug if you had the Chiami, right? If you had the Chiami, and or you had what was that? The Tabu Yaksha accessory, right? That is like a couple of note you should have with it. Also, just remember, you also need like a lot of Zoro Spider Orbi, right? This is one of the rarer from the spider, so take a note on that one, right? And the event is it's quite easy actually. The event is quite easy, so all you need to know is that that's I was there was time that I actually yap about this shit a lot, because I even thought they mix up poison element with the thing, the poison element with the cooldown cut, because the mag doesn't really have cooldown cut, and at the time cooldown cut has always been the problem. But now that we had the Hero Wanderer, the Hero Wanderer is easier to obtain already through event as well, so you can be able to manage this easier, right? You can get like 2 or 3. Let's say 2 or 3. This one can go pair with I guess you can go for 2. Let me see. Well, if you can somehow get to Nobunaga Doll, right? Oh, this one also needs a lot of ice element too, so it might have not been possible, and the defense is also gonna be a downside of it though. And The reason why I don't really like the mag is because of the weapon durability loss 80%. Like it's really not comfortable with someone that use weapon like me. Well, you can get away with that if you use Vanguard, but for the most part, I just don't really. I'm just not really a fan of weapon durability loss. Like you know, worse loss. So, which is the reason why I stopped using Zelio, Celio, or Silo, or whatever it's called, and those types of Mac, you know, like I had all of them here, but I don't try to craft them because of the fact that I mean, if I craft them and take all of those durability consumption increase, I rather craft 2 clarity, right? I rather go 2 clarity and 1, maybe 3 clarity, clarity, but I think 2 is good already. 2 clarity and then something else. It would be better, right? Because you see, this mag it's only had durability lost 50% at the performance. It's just way better than overall performance. It's just way better than the
Achonin for life said, for Akechi to be so strong, her mag was a disappointment.
I mean, yeah, like, no, on its time it actually a decent mag. On its time it actually a good decent mag, but for my demand, like, if you were to be the one that go to min max, right? Go full stop for damage and don't care about durability. Yeah, it can be one of the good mag. But remember, this mag is like the mag going from the very older era. It's like the older generation of it's like the older generation mag. So it's before we are focusing more on those damage limit, right? Those are the mag that actually came like the early mag, like the one of the earlier mag, the end game mag that actually had the damage bonus of the mag. Usually at first we only had them on weapon, and start up with that meta. It was like the Dragon R, yeah, the 115 Dragon R, and then after that it's gonna be like the like this one, the crystal, right? It's like the crystal, those mag come in, or like the small chakra. Like you even had like the pay to win version of those damage limit. Like you can just get guaranteed damage limit, and those are like the one that you need a fuck ton of metal to actually get it. So yeah, so that's pretty much all you need to know about it. I probably had to cut this out